whose husband was cheating on you with your corporate man whore employees. I mean, that deserve a, fight? I don't think so. I mean, come on, think about it. But anyway, yeah, remember you threw a frozen Diet Coke bottle. I'm sorry. At my face, and like, I was stunned. Come on, I don't think it deserved all that shit. But you threw it, and it knocked out a tooth, and bruised my eye and my nose, and I landed on my ass. I was on the ground, and never forget this. This is funny. Mom, you ran after Carla, because Carla, you were crying. And you were running in the house, and Mom was running after you. Carla, it's okay, baby, don't cry, it's okay. And I just thought that was kind of backwards. It was a little backwards, I mean, but I was used to that, right? Because here I was lying on the ground, my ass on the ground, but she was going after Carla, telling her it was going to be okay, yeah. That's great. And then Dad, you were standing over me yelling at me how unladylike I was acting, but I give it to you. At least you didn't run after Carla too, right? So there you go. But yeah, you are like the epitome of perfection, Carla. At least in our parents' eyes, and in your eyes too. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, no one had to tell me that I was adopted, because they fucking treated you like a fucking queen. They idolized you. You are so fucking lucky. You are just so fucking lucky. It's not even funny. I mean, it's just ridiculous how lucky you are and how much they idolize you and they push you on a pedestal. Oh no. Yeah, my parents would always say, no, Terry, that's not true. That's all in your head, Terry. We did everything for you. We gave you everything. You never asked for anything. You were spoiled. You got everything. Yeah, you gave me everything but your fucking selves, right? Like, you gave me everything but your fucking protection. Do you want to go there? I don't know. But yeah, she was a queen, and like, I guess it didn't help either, like when I would call you Mom, like after my many breakups, wanting my mama's ear, and I knew that Carla, I knew Carla was on the other line. I mean, I just knew. You didn't have to tell me anything. I just knew from the sound of your voice that it was her. You were just like, okay, Terry, I have to talk to the important daughter right now, not the crazy, manic that I sometimes regret adopting one, right? So, but Carla, just the way men would react to you. I mean, let me give you, like, when I was 12, I was about 12-ish, I remember, like, I wanted a nose ring. God, I wanted one so bad, especially when you got it, of course. And I asked Mom, and of course her usual lame self said no. But you being the cool big sister, you're like, fuck that, I'm taking my little sister to get a fucking nose ring. That's what she wants, that's what she can get. So we went and got one, and it hurt like hell, and eventually it closed up because I didn't take care of it. But what the fuck, I didn't care, I got one because you had one. And, I didn't get in trouble because you organized the whole thing, heavens forbid, so that was fine, that was cool. But just the way how, men would react to you, like in the streets, I mean, they would fucking act like fucking idiots, tripping on themselves when they saw you. I mean, I was like, I felt so fucking inferior. I just really did feel kind of low. I mean, even after I developed and got a few honks from cars, all that shit, I just felt really inferior. How pathetically sad, But that's just how it was. That's just how it went, I guess. But yeah, that's what's going on. I just always knew that it was you. That you were the favorite one. I did not have to guess that. But, And this is not like my first depression. It's not my first. I went through some things, some things like in my teen years, but I never really, really, really wanted to end it. I didn't. I never. I just didn't. Plus, I didn't have the guts. Okay, folks, don't believe the hype. Okay, I never for once thought that like suicide was a chicken shit move. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody fucking says. Listen to this, all you anti-suicide crusaders out there. It takes a lot of fucking guts to be able to go through something like that. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I mean, especially to hold a fucking gun to your head. I don't have the balls, literally, but I mean, to hold a gun in your head and pull the trigger, that takes some balls. I don't care what anybody says. And, oh, yeah, in case you're wondering why I'm a little kind of glammed up, not like lying at death's door. Well, I have been looking like shit for the past couple of weeks, but I decided to glam up for the special occasion. Why not? And, I want people when they find me, I want to look sort of productive. And, I mean, no matter how, yeah, I've been feeling suicidal and depressed, but I still managed to keep like an inch of my pride, so. Who wants to leave an ugly corpse? Not me. Okay. So, yeah, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of fucking guts to be able to go through with something like that. And think about it. I mean, just think about that. But I don't want to hear, and that shit about, I don't want to kill myself. I just want to end the pain. Bullshit. That's not me. I'm not there. I just want to die. That's it. Plain and simple. I just want to die. I'm a simple girl. And don't tell me about that bullshit about it being selfish either. I hate hearing that shit. Okay, that is such bullshit. Remember that? It was like almost a month ago when I first seriously started thinking about doing it, and I, was talking to you about it, and a cry for help, whatever you want to call it. But apparently my cries just weren't loud enough because, all you did was talk over me and tell me how selfish it was, and think about the people you leave behind, blah, blah, blah. That is such fucking bullshit. So I should stick around simply so you won't feel bad? That's fucking selfish. I should fucking carry this unbelievably heavy load of pain simply so you won't shed some tears? No. I'm broke. I can't buy that argument. Shit. Am I talking? Mary had a little... okay, that feels okay. So, yeah, that wasn't my first depression. Like I said, I actually remember my first depression. Everybody, can you believe it? I actually remember it. It was 16 summer. I remember it very well. Thank you very much. How can I not? It was the summer that your little brother, mom, Uncle Melvin, but we called him Uncle Melv, came to spend with us. He was down on his luck. He just got divorced and he lost his job. That's such a terrible thing. And your big Christian heart took him in, remember? And I was fucking excited because I love that fucking man. I mean, he was the uncle. We all have one. The uncle let us get away with everything, who was tender at heart. And I loved him. He loved me. And I would go to him and, like, complain to him about how unbelievably mean you were, Mom. And he would, like, listen and actually agree with me. Yeah, he was cooler than most grown-ups. So, yeah, that man was really something. Especially, like, when he rubbed my ass when I was, like, in the hall about to go take a shower, and he said how beautiful I was, how curvy I was, and what was the material of my shorts, because they were so soft. And I just stood there. I just stood there like a fucking idiot. Like, my body was, like, transfixed. Like, literally, I couldn't move. I was in shock. He just kept rubbing my legs, and I just stood there, and, and this was kind of terrifying to me. I mean, remember, I was like a virgin. Remember, late bloomer in that department, and like I had never done anything like a few kisses and like make-out sessions and truth or dare games. Okay, I was a real wild slut. But that's what I did. That's all I did up to that point. this was this is kind of terrifying to me, especially since it was like, you know, my uncle. And uh yeah, I everyone was like asleep. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and we were out in the hall, and he was going through this, and I really was terrified. I just wanted to like almost yell out to you, mom and dad, and like come and run and climb in the sheets between you guys like I did when I was 5. Remember? But I just sit there, and it was unbelievable. I mean, apparently that material was like unbelievably fascinating to him because he just kept rubbing it, and he even got down on his knee. What a gentleman! Like, was he gonna propose? What the fuck? Um, but yeah, he got down on his knee, and you know, just kept doing it, and yeah. Then he asked me, did I want to come? You know, if my room was too hot, because if it was, I could come sleep in the bed with him. And I told you that man was like unbelievably generous. So I just knew. I knew like after that, when I told you, mom and dad, that that man would be like fucking history. I just fucking knew, you know, because I grew up, you know, with my girlfriends, and they would tell me little stories of perverts doing things to them, and I would feel so sorry for them, especially when they told me that their parents didn't do shit. Yeah, I would be like, what the fuck is wrong with your parents, you stupid asses? But yeah, I would do that, and I would think that while I was comforting them, but there would always be this one comforting thought in the back of my mind, and it was just like, you know, Terri, you were so lucky, you know, because if anything like that shit ever happened to you, mom and dad would have that man's balls in a heartbeat, okay? Go, mom and dad, they will save the day, yeah. And I didn't have the usual hesitancy about telling you all either. Remember, I sat you down, mom, after Uncle Malvin had gone on his usual job hunting, and dad wasn't home at the time. But I sat you down, I told you everything, like how my heart felt like it was stuck in my throat when he was doing it, all that kind of stuff, you know. And you know, because this was Uncle Melvin. You don't understand. This is Uncle Melvin, the man who like run me around the house while carrying me on the shoulders. I would laugh and laugh. So I was like 12, and this is Pop Uncle Melvin. I mean, what the fuck, you know? So you know, you sat there in shock. I thought you would, you know, sit there, you know, trying to regain your composure before you would go into violent rage. Because, I mean, wasn't it like, I don't know, like a week ago when like this like cable guy had been in our house, and he like 40-something-year-old, and he eyed me, and your head was like about to explode, and you like told him off when he asked me for my number. You were like, old man, this is my 16-year-old daughter. So do you want to wire your way out of my house? Okay. Uh, but yeah, I thought that was cool. You made him look really stupid too. I remember. But no, that wasn't the response. After I told you, you asked me. You said, I remember this very clearly. You said, Terri, what did you do to stop him? Okay, really, really, Mom? Really? That was what you wanted to know. What did I do to stop him? Okay, all right. And then you told me that she would talk to him, and oh, by the way, don't tell Dad because you didn't know what he would do. Okay, that's not the sort of response. Not the sort of response I expected there, but I mean, you know, I was young. I was 16. You were the grown up. You were my mom. I trusted you. You would go along with everything because you knew what you were doing and you would handle it. Why not? And of course, I didn't tell Dad. No, heavens no. I mean, we must protect Uncle Melvin, right? We don't want anything happening to him. But Dad can't kill Uncle Melvin. Heavens forbid, that can't happen. So, and you know, Dad's head in the sand thing. His head is like always in the fucking sand. That's one endearing but annoying quality about him. So he didn't notice anything strange, you know. So I stayed in the house, and I stayed in my room. I avoided Uncle Melvin. I